Luke, congratulations, an unbelievable performance. You'll just set the bar for the rest of the tournament. Sum up how you're feeling, and did you know it was that good during the game?
Yeah, I mean, I've set the bar high there, of course. You know, I felt really good. You don't quite know. I felt like it was about 105. It kind of felt that way, but, you know, kind of looking back, that second leg was the one that I probably thought would have let the average down. But of course, I don't play for averages, just playing good and winning, that's all that really matters. And, you know, Krzysztof didn't play his best, but I think he missed a few darts in the second leg, I think it was, and that kind of gave me confidence to get in front. And, you know, when you win your first leg on the throw, and then you break the throw, and then obviously you'll throw, you're thinking win again, and then when you're 3-0 up, you're kind of thinking really confidently. So yeah, you know, it wasn't at his best, but I rate Krzysztof as a fantastic player, and just didn't really happen for him, but I think I just put a lot of pressure on his shoulders there.
How important was it for you to get the World Grand Prix final out of your system on TV at the first opportunity, come back and just put that performance in just to wipe the slate clean?
Yeah, you know, I kind of felt like I was the better player in moments in that World Grand Prix, but Luke's timing was just unbelievable. I think that is one of his great credentials in his game, to be honest. You know, he's obviously a fantastic player overall, but his timing is what really makes him the player he is. So, you know, for me, I didn't come away from that final thinking, you know, it was a 6-1 game. It didn't feel that way for me. I felt like I was in the game every set, but of course his timing is fantastic, and you have to just, you know, tip your hat to him. And you know, for me, it was a great sign for myself, because, you know, making finals is always good. If you're losing to the top players, you're not doing nothing too bad. So yeah, I was happy with the way I played. Obviously gutted with the scoreline, but you know, then things happen in life. You can't always be perfect, and yeah, it's nice to come back and have a few days at home, which I really enjoy with my family, and come up with a bang.
This is the one tournament on the CV that perhaps hasn't got, when you look at like finals, semi-finals and so on, this is the one that you quite haven't delivered yet. So does that make it extra important this weekend?
Yeah, it doesn't make it extra important, but this is the only one I'm not really, I don't think I'm in classical finals yet in 3 attempts. So yeah, I'd love to make it a bit further. But the problem with darts now is there's so many great cores and draws that there is really no easy ones anymore. You know, I think we've got a really tough one. I think next I've got Gary, is that right? Gary? Oh, Cameron, sorry, Cameron Menzies. But if he weren't the one, I'd have Gary and then possibly Luke, and that's a real tough one. So yeah, I'd love to do it in style and beat some real top players, but yeah, I've got to keep them performances up to stand a chance of getting through. And if I make it to them semi-final stage, that's when I really am dangerous.
Just up on the stage, mate, you look so composed and just sat here. There seems to be a twinkle in your eye again. Do you feel different, like ready to go again after all the euphoria of World No.1, World Championship and so on? Do you feel ready to create the next chapter in this book you're writing?
No, honestly, I just feel a little bit more relaxed. I think with the throw as well, yeah, I've slowed it down a little bit, and I just feel a lot more confident with it. Kind of when I'm rushing, and maybe I feel a little bit more like the adrenaline's pumping too much, and I'm trying too hard, and all these type of things. I think when I'm throwing a bit slower, my action's a little bit more consistent, and I feel a little more relaxed. So all these things, but you know, I just feel comfortable up on the stage. I don't feel like I'm trying too hard to be someone I'm not, or try and, you know, be the number one, trying to, you know, outdo people. I'm just enjoying the graft of playing in these big majors, and you know, when I'm at a top level, I know I'm one of the toughest players in the world to beat, and that's more important to myself and my brain. And you know, I'm just feeling confident that I can go on and do something great. Thank you.
Luke, well done tonight. It's interesting what you mentioned about the World Grand Prix final, that you felt like you were the better player in spells, and you were. A lot of those sets were 3-2. How important is it after a defeat like that to have that positive mindset? Because we speak to a lot of players who lose by a big scoreline, and you can't say anything positive to them.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's really hard to find positives in the game, you know, especially in a big game, in a major final, where you know, you kind of getting a good beating, to be honest. But I took a lot of confidence from the fact that, you know, I outscored him in patches and stuff like that, and obviously, you know, the game, of course, was fairly adjusted. You know, Luke was the deserving winner, but I just felt like I matched him a little bit more than people probably expected. I just didn't hit it in the crucial crucial moments, which is obviously where you need to really be good. That's what makes you the top player, and that's why he is the top player in the world. So I feel like I didn't have that momentum in the right moments. But you know, when you come back, you think, you know what, you didn't play too bad. You just one leg in every set wasn't good, and it's important that when you come back from that, you think, okay, well then when you do the next major and you're in important legs, try and change that attitude and make sure that you're really good in them tough moments. So yeah, I felt like tonight I was good in them moments where it was really close. You know, 2-2. Of course, we're not in major finals, but you know, they're important moments. If I don't take that one's 1-1, then it's anybody's game. But to go 2-0 up and then have the initiative to go and win my throw as well, that's what them real moments where you really need to take the double out or hit a good score.
Can't talk to you in this tournament without mentioning that world number 1 spot. It's sort of the elephant in the room, isn't it? The week that could become the world number 1. Obviously, you're aware of that. Is that on your mind? Do you think it's going to be on Luke's mind coming into this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, it's not on my mind. If it was on my mind, I would have probably averaged 82 there and lost. You know, it's not on my mind at all. I'm not fighting for it. I said it in my ITV interview earlier. You know, for me, I could win this. I could win the Grand Slam, I could win the Players. If I don't win the World Championships, I'm not world number 1. So for me, I might have to accept I might lose it for a couple of months, and if I go to the Worlds and win it, then I'll gain it back. You know, that's the true scenario. So, you know, if I'd have won the Grand Prix, then I'd have felt like I've got a good chance of keeping it and not losing it any time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that if I don't win this weekend, I'm definitely going to lose it. And you know, for me, if I don't win the Worlds, I won't have it anyway. So, but I've enjoyed it. 22 months of such success, and I've embraced it and really enjoyed myself being World No.1. It's you know, at the start of 2023 or 2024, I think 24 when I won it, I was called the worst number 1 ever, or the worst world champion. Saying now 4 major titles, being World No. 1, World Cup glory. Yeah, I think I've done it justice, to be honest. And if I never get it back, or if I do keep it for a long time, I'm proud of what I've achieved with it. And you know, if Luke does take it this weekend, regardless of what happens, it'll be a worthy world number 1. But I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep going and fighting hard. I'm not just going to give it up. You know, I'm going to fight as hard as I can to keep it. And if I can win this weekend, then I'll stand a chance of not letting it go. But you know, it's been great. It's been a good battle with both the great. You know, 22 months between us since I won the Worlds, and but it's all going to be down on that World Championships. That's what's really going to matter this year.
When you look at the past 2 years, is it, when you're in the moment, is it easy to reflect on what you've done? World Championship, Grand Slam, Match Play, Premier League. I can't name them all because there's too many.
Do it.
Well, if you think about it, really, it's only sort of Taylor, Van Gerwen, sort of Luke getting there, and yourself, and really that is it. The history of darts. How easy is it to reflect in the moment just on the enormity of what you've accomplished in that short space of time? Because it's not even 2 years yet.
Yeah, I think it's also credit to Luke as well, because I've done it in that sort of era with him being part of it as well. And he's also done it being a part of the era that I'm in as well. You know, we both sort of achieved that in the same 2 years, which is kind of strange because I think he's won 7, I've won like 8, and we've done it in such a short space of time. It's kind of crazy, really. But for myself, of course, I've achieved so much in such a short period of time. You know, I think 13 and 14 major finals in, you know, the space of 2 years. It's quite incredible. And if I can just, you know, be half that and keep going on with that attitude of making big finals, and you know, I think I play well in major finals as well, then I can go on and win a lot more. I just want to be a part of darts. I love darts. It's been my life for many years. But to be at the top for so long, it gives you the drive to, you know, you want to go on and create more history. So yeah, of course, this one in the UK have been the 2 that I am really focused on trying to create that, you know, to create the final set, to get them all the ranked points.
Great, thank you, Luke. Well done tonight.
Luke, congrats.
Thank you.
I'd just like to ask you on your little tweak you had to your throw. You've already spoken about it a few weeks ago and already here as well. Can you just explain how did it come about, slowing down on the first start especially? I mean, after being world number 1 for like 22 months, changing a part of your throw can be tricky. Were there any second thoughts about it?
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I've not really changed my throw, I've just changed the rhythm. I think since I won the match play this year, it just weren't really happening for me, to be honest. It was kind of a little bit like the throw weren't working. The darts were new because I've got a brand new set this year, so it felt like I had to sort of change a little something. And I did it in New Zealand, I think it was, and I slowed my throw down a little bit because I felt like I was just rushing it. And so I slowed it down and it worked a little bit, and then obviously I've gone back to normal again, throwing fast, and then it wasn't really working again. And I slowed it down in the Grand Prix and it worked again. So sometimes I just feel like I'm just too aggressive, I'm too quick. I hit the first treble and I just want to fill out within half a second, and you don't really need to be like that. So yeah, I'm still a fast thrower, but I just feel like I've just calmed the pace down a little bit, to be honest, and yeah, I throw a bit more meaningful, and that is important. So I think that it's working at the moment. I'll just continue to do it.
Just finally, for German media, do you have 1 or 2 words on the venue here playing in Dortmund? How's the experience for you?
Oh, it's amazing here. I think usually we come here and the atmosphere is really great, but the atmosphere tonight's been amazing, and creating more and more ticket sales. I think it's a record again this year. It just shows where darts is. Darts in the UK is amazing, but obviously darts in Germany is amazing. It's incredible, and this is why we have so much over here, because the fans show a lot of support, and they show me a lot of support, which I really appreciate as well. And, I enjoy coming over here. It's great. It's great. We're really fond of. I'm really fond of Germany, and I've had a lot of success here as well, which obviously holds a special place in my heart. So yeah, I'm always an advocate for coming back here and German spaces.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.